because we now are going to have a look at, I'm going to cover what you can do as a member, and then Jane is going to cover what you can do as an officer. We're going to try and aim to finish that somewhere around 10:15, because we've got an administration section going in, then we'll have a break, and then we cover templates. We'll see how we go. All right, logging on as a member. First off, you have to be able to log on as a member, and that is a choice that the administrator can make, probably something that would be good to raise in general business. But just be aware that you have a choice of allowing people to log on as members, or saying, no, the site administrator is going to do everything, or the club executive is going to do everything. But assuming that you are allowed to log on as a member, all you do, and I'll share again, and what you will see is you'll see a member log on. And if that's grayed out, it's going to ask you, when you click, to agree to the privacy policy and accept, which means that you're agreeing to accept a couple of fairly simple cookies just to say who you are. You don't get on unless you agree to it. Now, this is a European data protection requirement that came in about 4 years ago. All you do is I agree, and there we go. There's our member login, and you'll see now this button here is no longer gray, it's blue. So I'm going to put the name in, just in case I can't remember it. I've got it in autocomplete, and my password. Oh, that's a good question, actually. I'm going to go back to another club, that one we were looking at earlier. Not that one. That one. Right. Now, those cookies stay around for 24 hours. So if you, the same day, you should be able to get straight in. Otherwise, you may have to do that privacy thing. Right, email, same difference. And if I've got this right, if I haven't got this right, and you've ever had to change your password on Toastmasters International, you know exactly how to do it. If this is your first use, then you know exactly how to do it, except that it says authenticate, login as opposed to just login. Right, I am now on as a member, and you'll see that I've got an option now to log out as a member. Still log in as a site administrator if I need to. So where are we? All right, so if we have a new member, and funnily enough, with a bit of luck, where are we? Yeah. The key point about putting this on to take a new member through to being able to sign on like that is that because of those data protection requirements, you add your new member to your membership list, and that comes in with that member with a strike through it. That will stay in for 30 days until the member approves that addition, after which it will drop out. So you need to make sure that the member knows that they have to opt in to receiving emails from the club. There isn't really a way around it, except for something. If a member doesn't have an email address, there is you need to know that there is a way around it, but Jane would cover that as and when it was necessary, which is not now. But when we come to our members, so what can we do? Private member directory. This is a good example I don't believe I can see, oh, wait a minute, is it club roster? Yeah, so this is our club roster page. This was a custom web page that was set up a long time ago. Private member directory, you've already seen that. Club email addresses, I think that's the one. No. Jane, have I got an option to show the membership list here?
You need to be logged in as an admin.
Right. So as I'm not vice president membership in this club, so that means I don't have permission to see directly the membership list. However, as the VP membership and going in as an administrator, I would be able to see it. We'll cover that a little bit later on. It's the membership manager. You've seen the basic settings module. The membership management module is a separate piece, but it has the same two-level menu that we've already seen. What you can do as a member is that you can edit your profile. And this is probably a good time to mention that there's a lot of text involved around these. And this is aimed at helping you understand what happens if you choose that option, or if you don't choose that option. So this is the name that everybody sees. That's my primary email address. There's a secondary email address that I can set up. That might be a work address or something else, doesn't matter. But you'll see here, your club admin can edit your member profile. If you don't want them to do that, just uncheck that box and save. If I want to be on the Meet a Members page, and there's more to it, you'll see that quite a bit, then that's fine. If not, I won't appear on that page. And if you want both of your addresses to receive all the communication, that's the idea. You've got a similar thing with. So yeah, I haven't put a username in, but I do have a telephone number, and that gives the membership number for when I forget. So there's a lot of stuff in here that you need to just explore and become familiar with, just as you would if you're a new member to Toastmasters International. It's a really good idea to make sure that your profile is correct. If you don't want to be there anymore, yes, there's a button to do that. No undo. You have been warned. So if I've made changes, which I haven't, again, I've got save and close buttons at the bottom. And I can do other things. I can put on my biography, I can put on a photo. There are rules about photo sizing, which I'm not going to go into here, but if you find that you're getting your photos skewed, this is a good chance to ask questions or check the discussion forums. Your social links, well, I suppose I've got some. These are personal ones. It's not the club links. And your email settings. No, I don't want to be a publicly accessible club officer. You can be. You can be president-9364 Toastmasters clubs at toastmastersclubs.org. I think that's right, isn't it, Jane?
That's right. And I'll just make a comment here that I think some people click on that do not create an officer email without sort of thinking that that means that they are not contactable. Mm. If you've got good reasons not to be contactable, then that's fair enough, but do talk about it with your admin, because I've seen plenty of messages, posts about, oh, you know, our treasurer hasn't got an email address on our site. What's happened? And it's nearly always that.
Mm. In fact, if Joe Bloggs in another club can see something and you can't, then it will be an administrative setting somewhere, and this is why it's useful to get used to the the way this is structured, just in the same way as if you can't see your club on Google Maps, for example, or you don't have you don't have an entry on the Find a Club directory, or you do, but the meeting day is wrong. It's going to be an administrative setting somewhere. There's no real difference between the way that Toastmasters works and Free Toast Host works. What else have we got in here? There's quite a bit in each of these, and it's worthwhile taking your time to look through it, because it is particularly well written, because you're actually looking at the person who wrote a fair bit of it. Or was that just the support forums, Jane?
Well, as I think I said the other day, kaore he kumara e kōrero ki tōna reka. The kumara does not speak of its own sweetness. But yes, I didn't write these. The developer wrote most of those, but the actual support documents, I wrote a lot of them initially, and some of them have been taken up by other people since then.
All right. So if you're thinking, I'm not a particularly technical person, but actually I can understand this if I read it twice, then you're in the right place. It is meant to be in English, because this site is written for Toastmasters by Toastmasters. That's really all I want to say about the that particular working as a member. Jane, anything else you want to cover? Anything I've missed?
Not that I can think off the top of my head, no.
Right, I know it's a lot of information this coming in, which is why we're doing the recording. You may wish to watch sections of this again if you in the future, or you may decide this is a lot of waffle and you're not going to ever use it again. That's fine. That's up to you.